Ladies, the College Football National Championship will be on your TV on Monday night, so you might as well know what's going on. So here are the cliff notes. For starters, the game's in Atlanta, Monday night, Notre Dame versus Ohio State. Let's break it down super quick. So just to mention, for what it's worth, I just started a YouTube channel. We'll start posting on there and on my Instagram, all the same handles. Ohio State, been a great football team all year. They're quote unquote the best roster money can buy because they've spent so much money on NIL and on their athletes to make this super team. And it's obviously paid off. Like, they had a great record. They've made it this far through playoffs, obviously to the national championship. The one funny thing about this team though is they can't seem to beat their rival Michigan ever, like this coach Ryan Day. And they're so much better than them this year and they still couldn't beat them. Nonetheless, outside of that game, they've been an absolute force of nature. And they're favored to win this game by like a little more than a touchdown, which is a lot like this late in the season. And then you have Notre Dame, who is the underdog in this game. Now, Notre Dame sometimes gets doinked for having like an easy schedule because they're not part of a conference. They basically just pick their schedule and they know it has to be hard enough to have respect to make it into the college football playoff, but they really don't make it that difficult. So people always give them a hard time for that. And they also lost to this team, NIU, Northern Illinois, that they paid $1 million to play them and then they lost. But that was in week 2, and ever since then, they've been awesome. And through the playoffs, they've played really competitive teams that aren't weak. They've proven themselves to strong teams. So while they are the underdog, they're still like an awesome, respectable football team, obviously. Super quick, the quarterbacks. Notre Dame's quarterback is Riley Leonard. Seems like a super nice, wholesome guy. He was the quarterback at Duke last year and transferred. But yeah, that's his story. And then Will Howard is the quarterback for Ohio State. He transferred from Kansas State. People don't love to give him a lot of credit for Ohio State being awesome because his weapons around him are awesome. But obviously you have to be a solid quarterback to make it to the national championship. And then some other Kens you're going to hear about on the field. So these are the running backs for Notre Dame. Love and Price. These are the two thunder and lightning running backs. They're super, super awesome. They'll be a big part of Notre Dame's offense. And then on the Ohio State side, Jeremiah Smith is someone to know because he's super, super talented and super, super young. He's a true freshman, 19 years old. One day he's going to be one of the best wide receivers in Ohio State history. So he's not the whole offense, but he's just a fun guy to root for that's super young and having an awesome season. So again, Ohio State favored to win because they have the better roster and talent on paper, but Notre Dame, again, been a great underdog story all year and hopefully keep it close. And that should do it.